You are so quick. Got a lot of stuff done today. Um, yeah, I didn't really have particular goals, but I really got a lot done. I got the grass cut. I started that credit counseling course that I have to complete for my bankruptcy. Um, yeah, so I got that probably a third of the way there. Um, I was kind of working on that for like the last hour. Um, yeah, I was well. I was thinking I was going to get some painting done, but I I need more brown paint. I need another can, and I got $50 freed up on Wednesday, which I could just keep track. But yeah, I was gonna maybe get that can, but probably tomorrow because got a lot of other things done. There was like it used to be like a nice overhang off of the shed there for like storing wood, but it kind of fell apart. So I took that apart and put it in the garbage can, and because that was really falling apart. I'm sure that was really nice. I think it was kind of when I got here, um, which I've been here for 11 years, maybe. Yep, this has been my house for the last 11 years. I think it's a pretty good chunk of time. Yeah, he's eagerly looking for you the whole time. Someone that doesn't forget you over time. So, oh, it's been a year now, and yeah, everyone else disappointed me over time. And I know that would never be a problem for us. Yeah, because I never waver interest. You know, it's like we're eternally made for this. Hello, unknown chatter who somehow, yeah, well, there's definitely a delay on who's in the room. I had a late day coffee because the weed I got, it's dosey dose. It has dose in it. Yeah, it's a hybrid indica. Like it's pretty much mostly indica. that's that's the stuff that makes you tired. So I drank coffee. I do feel loopy and alert. Uh, yeah, that's a little more, a little closer to the top shelf stuff. Um, I rolled a joint that actually worked. Um, so what I did is I wrapped the wrapper around a pen. It licked it really good. So then I made a tube, and then I filled it and packed it in with the pen. It actually turned out pretty decent. I don't even know if I know that has been done. So I was like, yeah, I should be able to handle that, and I did. Uh, hey, if you want to chat while she's out, she lets me know whether or not she's on by hitting the like button and then um, hitting it again to take it away. Yeah, if you want to. Oh, she's back. Yeah, I was thinking that 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 poo was pretty big. Like I was like, if I want to eat lunch, like this definitely is gonna need to come out. Yeah, that was a really big load. I go down there to film where I have a little more privacy. Yeah, I'm very familiar too. Like that toilet is pretty powerful. Well, really powerful, I should say. It's one of those ones where the water is here and then it's just like it's gone. It's it's got to be water efficient actually too, because like I don't know, but the flush is so powerful. It can break up a hard turn. Need I say uncloggable possibly? Well, by natural means, at least paper towels. Yeah, that probably would sufficiently clog it. But it's like I don't know. I have to notice like, is there a plunger in there or not? It's like there would be no point in having one. I mean, unless you get a kid that gets out of control and like unattended, flushes a bunch of paper towels. That's the only way that you're gonna need a plunger. And then who knows what problems it would wreak havoc on from there. I have kind of a funny story. I accidentally drank poo water. Okay, so this was back. Actually, this is pretty much what ended my kayaking career and made me a whitewater rafter. Um, I flipped over below a sewage treatment plant, and like there was so much runoff and stuff that everything was just like washed out. I mean, this creek was like really flooded, and but yeah, it's sewage treatment plant just upstream from this rapid that was. It's like this falls and this hydraulic. The recirculation is there's like no escape, and somehow I thought I was gonna like jump this thing, and well, I ended up taking a nasty swim, and I took in a lot of water, and immediately like my body knew there was something wrong, because after that swim I was like burping and like kept like hiccuping and feeling like I like wanted to gag. And it's not the water that I noticed anything off about it. Like it didn't even smell sewagey really. There was so massive volume of water coming down that creek, but close to a sewage treatment plant that was pumping sewage out of control because they were overrun. So raw sewage goes right into the creek. So I ended up getting salmonella and E. coli um, back to back, and thought I had appendicitis, so they took out my appendix because I had, it seemed like the symptoms of appendicitis. And yeah, then after that surgery, recovering from that surgery, I immediately got like, started getting really sick again. And like this time I was pooing blood, just straight up like blood is what it was. Yeah. I was in the hospital for almost, it was maybe 6 days. They couldn't even find what was wrong with me. And yeah, they were just keeping me pumped full of fluids, and my appetite was out of control. Um, so the room service meals, I would order meal after meal after meal after meal. Um, Come to find out why, after I got out of the hospital, I realized that I was down to like 120 some pounds. I don't know what the conversions are, but my my cheekbones, like you could see like the structure like of my skull. I was literally skin and bones. Going through that, like, yeah, it was yeah. So the Erie County um, Department of Health, they they suspected food poisoning, of course, because of what I had. And I'm like, nope, I know what you're thinking, and you have nothing to worry about. Like, I'm your patient zero, and I'm gonna be the only one, because here's what happened. Yep, out kayaking on a creek and flipped over below a sewage treatment plant. No, what do they call it? Epidemic? And yeah, because if it was something in something I ate, they'd be thinking, oh, it's going to be a, I don't know what the epidemic is. That's a really big, but if it's like isolated to a region, I forget what that's called. But, uh, yeah, because these things usually, when one case pops up, a whole bunch of others. Yeah. So they called me kind of. They were like kind of freaked out. Like, that would have been long after the fact though, because I was out of the hospital. You know, it might have been within a few days once I got home, but I guess those lab results, they finally figured it out after I was out of the hospital. Why would they not tests for salmonella. Like, they just, yeah, somehow they overlooked it, and so the whole time I was in there, they didn't know what was wrong with me. And just pumping me full of IV fluids and me gorging myself, and the blood poos would not stop for, like, it was days. It just seemed like it was never going to end. Yeah, it did kind of feel like I was dying, like to have all that was wrong with me from that water. Who knows what all was not identified. Salmonella was definitely identified. Um, I mean, it was probably multiple infections, and how else too? Like when my appendix was taken out, like I seemed to be recovering and everything, and then it came back. Like, and when it came back, it was so much worse.
For your safety, do not stop in the streets. Hello, my name is Arisa.
Um, yeah, that all happened a pretty long time ago. Actually, I'm thinking it was like 2010, maybe. Yeah, like I had loose poos like forever after that too. Like, I think maybe for about it was over a month that, like, it was always loose, and I seriously felt like, like I might be damaged, by all the infection that but no, I did fully recover. Like, that's pretty amazing. Like, it just it literally took that long to get over that. Whew. Yeah, you know, I feel a lot better out in the whitewater in the raft because like there's a lot of room to like crawl around on that thing, and I always know where I'm going. Like, I don't know if you saw some of the videos where I was surfing and spinning and like the way that I like throw my body weight around like in there. Like when you're in a kayak, you're really restricted, and I don't like that restriction. Yeah, I know it's whitewater kayak is supposed to be like almost like an extension of your body, but like I don't know. Yeah, because in that raft, no matter how bad something that you plunge into, there is the right place to be in the boat when you make that collision, and if you're in that right place, um, things tend to go in your favor. And I know how to hit a huge wave, and pretty much where you're kissing the front of the raft, going up to push that weight of the front of the boat down when it reaches the crest. Yeah, it's big waves on the lower gully. I those videos, it's just massive. Um, yeah, I want to get you in the raft, just like on some start you out on some easy stuff and get a feel for it. And I think I think that I think that you don't know how to swim. Is that correct? Hit the like button if I was thinking about teaching you how to swim. Now, hit the like button if you do know how to swim. You there, baby? Are you there, baby?
Hello. The verdict is as follows. In accordance with paragraphs 96 and 97 of the Penal Code of the German Democratic Republic, the accused, Cleo Jennifer Straub, born on September the 2nd, 1964, is sent.
If you're back in, hit the like button. I know you must have stepped out. Oh, you're back. Okay, keep it there right now. Um, do you know how to swim? Hit the like button if you know how to swim. And hit the like button if you don't know how to swim. Yeah. I am going to get you out, like just in your life jacket in the moving water. Just yeah, because sometimes it's fun to just drift and get out in the current and get a feel for it. And one of the most important things about swimming in the current is not trying to swim against it. Um, you can cross and kind of anticipate where you're going to be, by swimming towards the shore and directly in the shore direction. Um, but yeah, like when I'm rafting, I do not swim very much, and if you follow commands, we will not swim, and I can take that thing down through some really gnarly stuff, and all that is required is your trust, your complete trust, and yeah, always having your weight downstream on the downstream side. That's the golden rule that you're always thinking about that. Yeah, yeah. Leaning on the upstream side is always for oopses or stunts. Like what I mean is going into a big wave. If I lean back, the raft going up, I could do a mighty flip like that, end over end. It could be fun in some places that aren't too hazardous. uh, the Gully definitely has some places like that. Well, the first major rapid on there, it's called Backender for a good reason. That one, I think, though, you could get beat up. There, in fact, there was an injury in there. Um, Lady broke her ankle, I think. Yeah, she was in like just two people in a cataract, and she took a swim there and broke her ankle. Yeah, so back under might not really be a good place to try it and end up swimming. But that was one of few injuries that I've really been present for. Where somebody in my group, got hurt. Um, and there are so many trips that I've gone out and nobody's gotten hurt. You know, even I have friends that like one like tore a rotator cuff. Like I wasn't with him when he did, but even though I was with him so much of the time. Also, a friend that had a really bad swim that he was thinking that he was going to drown. My bad swim that day, kayaking, that counts as a paddling injury, if you will, sickness. And it was awful. Not to mention my bowels all screwed up like that, like made me depressed. Like, am I ever gonna be like normal again? Yeah, it cleared up though within 2 3 months, maybe something like that. You would think I would have been on a yogurt regimen. I wonder if I had enough sense to at that time. That was wow. That was probably great when I was like starting to get into like healthy foods. Didn't really have that much progress on that though. While I was while I was still eating wheat, but then when I quit the wheat, well, at that time it was gluten free. I assumed it was gluten, you know. Then noticed that I could get away with small amounts of it, and then I'm like, that doesn't seem like an allergy. Actually, it couldn't be an allergy, but yeah, somehow in the process, I think I had barley on accident because it didn't say it had wheat in it. Then come to find out that yeah, it was like I think it was a frozen dinner. It had barley, cooked barley, and I was like, wait, let me look that up. I looked it up, and it says it's a gluten grain. I'm like, oh no, like I'm gonna be like having hiccups, arthritis, and blood sugar crashes. But then none of it happened, and I felt fine. Like felt like I had not broken that gluten free diet, but it was wheat. Did fine with the barley. the cooked barley. In fact, felt particularly well. Yeah. See, some people think that your health is 100% psychosomatic. Well, that disproves it, because I thought I was going to get sick, like from the barley, and I didn't. Because it is what it is, the barley, and my body is fine with barley. And later to find out, also rye, as I think I was willing to experiment with that one, since the barley worked out. And my ex, she said that she was going to make a sourdough, like a natural sourdough rye. And delicious. And also, this bread I could eat by itself and not have a blood sugar crash afterwards. It eats like meat, like it's almost like it has a high protein, like it really satisfies. I want to make that one. Karen used to grind her own like whole rye seeds, because she said that the rye flour that you buy, for some reason it's too fine and it doesn't work for making the sourdough, and I'd have to invest in a grinder, or I could just try it with this rye flour that I can get at that nice grocery store, Wegmans. Check on you. I know it's getting a little bit late.
It's unclear what exactly caused the event in London. Maybe we can save them. All of them.
Where did it all begin? In the small town of Wingman, a 15-year-old boy disappeared under fairly mysterious circumstances. In the future, in the past, was everything connected in one endless loop? There must be a way to change everything. It's gonna happen again.
If this succeeds, it could save the human race.
The average annual rainfall hit another low, and the sea level is falling.
Our mission is to retrieve an important sample before we close the station for good, and you return safely to Earth.
What exactly is this substance inside?
Well,
That information was lost in the accident. We don't know for sure.
you look really nervous, miss. What's going on here? It's the docking system. The whole system's crashing. Alright, send out missiles. In Earth. Speed at this rate, we could run out of oxygen. What do you think? Miss Chase, can you please tell us the first thing you remember from the simulation? Nobody can remember anything at all about how we woke up here.
Then what? I mean, our plane went down? I don't know. I just want to figure this thing out.
We're here. We don't know why, we don't know how. We're gonna die out here. We have to be ready.
Or we try to get out of here.
Trying to figure out what to watch on Netflix. There's always so many good series in them. Having trouble finding a good one right now that looks really interesting. I wonder if you can get on TikTok on your TV. I've been kind of wondering that. But one thing's for sure, I don't know TikTok very well. I just got really bummed out when they removed the removed the songs, like the music videos that I posted. I'm like, everybody always does these clips, but like, why not just make a whole long thing? Well, now it's on silent. Totally kills it. I'm just like, oh, fine then, whatever. Because YouTube totally allows it. Yeah, so it's hard to get off of that YouTube podium. Like the subscribers are like flocking in droves now. Like, yeah, it's video views. Before my face reveal, yeah, I did not have that many subscribers, really, or anything. Yeah, that face reveal video has I don't know, like 20,000 views or something. Something crazy like that. I'm gonna get some ice cream. Nice big bowl of moose tracks. I'm sexy and I row it. I always have the fan on in the background for background noise. I think you'll really enjoy that. I didn't tell Karen about the eternal flame in the bedroom because see she's the one that put that there and put the wax in there that never runs out. I didn't say anything about that at all. That it never gets lower. Yet the scent keeps coming out. Which that happened to be right underneath your picture. It wasn't even intentional. But yeah, it casts a pink light on you. Pink light is healing. But yeah, that's cast onto your picture completely unintentional. It's like I think she's upset that God clearly does forgive me, and not only that He blesses me now. Um, because I was kind of telling Karen the plan to call the police on July 5th, and she says why. She asked why July 5th, kind of like, and well, you see, because July 4th is such a big deal. The 4th of July here, the Declaration of Independence when my country declared independence from your country, and it was a declaration of war. Well, the following day could be considered the peace between our countries. It kind of represents that automatically, being the day after Fourth of July, and yeah, she said, why July 5th? I said, because that's the anniversary of the day that we met. And she's like, oh, she didn't say it, but she didn't say anything. A sign of blessing. And then she told me, you know, it's a sin for you to marry again, since you were the one who was unfaithful. And I said, I don't think that's obviously not what God wants of me. But he does want me to marry you. I've never heard another Christian saying that. Those that I am close to, they believe me and know. Hit the like button. I see the sleeping angel. Hit the like button, baby. I see the sleeping angel. Is that you, baby? I will check history. Good night, my angel. Dream of me and bring me into your dreams and record them, baby. Record them, because I don't remember them. But I know you do. You need to write it down for me, okay? And we can read it together later. Like that. Hotel room. I'll be relying on you, your ins and outs of what's good for food. I was thinking that. Can't wait. That hotel room. It's going to be so amazing, baby. And it's not too far away. I love you forever, my angel.